Do not despise the day of small beginnings. Never compare your page to someone else's chapter. I need you to hear me. Before you experience monumental mountaintop moments, you have to strategize victories in the valley. Today, let's talk about increasing your impact, building capacity to serve and succeed. You know what's up. Turn me up. I'm mic'd up. Join me and let's mix it up. What's good people? How you doing? How you living? How's it going? What's happening? I hope that you, yes, you are doing well. Well, I want to welcome you to another edition of In the Mix. Yes, I want to welcome you to another edition of In the Mix. I'm yours truly, your host with the most, Dr. Eddie Connor, and it is an honor that you have joined us today. I need you to hit that subscribe button. Come on, hit the subscribe button. Hit that thumbs up button. Like, yes. Subscribe, yes. I'm growing your greatness. Help me to grow our channel for change, our channel that creates change, our channel that breaks chains. We're going to have a courageous conversation of illumination. In order to do that, we got to pay that digital light bill. Come on, family. Drop some light bulb emojis in the chat. As a matter of fact, let's brighten it up in here. Let's turn it all the way up. 100 watts. Gonna keep it 100 with the conversation. Let's make sure that, of course, we too lit to quit. Let's stay lit. Why? Because we are the light of the world. And today we're talking about, we're going to spotlight, we're going to highlight the particular topic, increasing your impact, building capacity to serve and succeed. Come on, family, just type increase. Yeah, type increase, family. Type increase. You know, one of the tenors, especially of my Eagles community, whenever I have my gear on the song, one of the tenors of our community is, and the pillars I should say, is that we're all about increasing your ideas, your impact, and your influence. And a lot of times that stuff kind of sounds, it's very enticing, it's very attractive, it's very, eye-catching and ear-popping. However, none of that takes place without the whole aspect of service. Increasing your ideas, increasing your impact, increasing your influence does not happen without serving other people. It does not happen without, here it is, obsessing over other people's problems. Yeah, obsessing over other people's problems. Oop! I don't know. Yeah, that's a good oops right there. Oop, yep, we keeping it 100 on that. Obsessing over other people's problems. That moves us into a place of now serving other people. Service is when we pay for the space that we occupy. How is it that I can serve other people? How can I help other people bring their vision to fruition? It is Zig Ziglar who said, if you help people get what they want, you will get what you want. I need you to hear me. If you help other people get what they want, you will get what you want. And our problem is that we don't necessarily put people first when it comes to serving because we want to be served, helping because we want to be helped, assisting because we want to be assisted first, hooking other people up because we want to hook up. Holla if you hear me. But it is first the whole aspect of this being not necessarily a balance, but this being a place of rhythm and a cadence, to where I want to under promise and over deliver. But many times we are over-promising and under-delivering. If I'm going to increase my impact, it begins by building capacity. What do I mean by that? What is that whole aspect of building capacity? That means that moves us into the place of developing. That moves us into the place of strengthening our skill set. That moves us into the place of defining our abilities. Looking at what are the resources in regard to the community of where it is that I live. What are the organizations? Who are the individuals that I can reach out to? Who are the individuals that in many cases are already contacts but can become contracts? In this ever-changing world where people are struggling to just survive, how can I fast track it to where people now are able to thrive? What is it that I can develop? How can I support? How can I build? What can I learn? What do I need to unlearn? What do I need to relearn? Take of what it is, building capacity at the individual level, at the institutional level, at the systemic level. How do I, here it is, help other people reach their goals? How do I help other people to reach their potential, to fulfill their calling? One of the things and the key ingredients, especially as I will be coming up on a year on YouTube in the next few weeks. December 30th, if I do say so myself, to where I embarked on this particular journey. And I remember as I was crossing over into that year, I remember saying, my goal this year is to help you reach yours. That's been totally it. I took the onus off of myself in regard to, I want to fulfill this goal financially. I want to fulfill this goal holistically and all these other things. My primary goal became, hear me, you reaching your goal. What is it that I could possibly do to help you reach your goal? My goal is to help you reach yours. And I've been living by that. We've been living by that so much to where put out my 18th book, 17th and 18th book this year. Been doing that so much so that we developed curriculum, strategies for successful schools book, learners and leaders book. Really the whole aspect of how people can grow as a speaker, strategies to become a successful speaker, developing also a blueprint for the bestseller book blueprint, how people can build their book, feeding, here it is, more than 14,000 people, assisting to feed more than 14,000 people in less than 3 months, being the pastor of the Remnant Worshipers Church here in the city of Detroit. You see, building capacity internally, building capacity within a framework of a team, but also understanding that if I'm going to increase my impact, I have to serve other people. And so what it became? It became to a place of where it is that I began to become so obsessive about getting better, obsessing about solving problems. As the late, great Dr. Miles Monroe said, every problem is a business. And here's the business of what it is that I'm in. I am in the business of building people. Yeah, I am in the business of building people spiritually, socially, emotionally, economically. I'm in the business of building people, obsessing so much so that I really honed in on the whole aspect of food insecurity. What is the problem that you can hone in on? Hear me. If you're not solving problems, you're causing problems. I need you to hear me. I need you to lean in on this. If you're not building capacity, you're destroying capacity. If you're not increasing your impact, you're decreasing it. If you're not serving others, you're self-serving. And a lot of times, us self-serving is us self-sabotaging. Became so obsessed about the food insecurity issue here in the city of Detroit. I need you to hear me. 1 in 4 Detroiters do not know where their next meal is coming from. The homeless aspect. And if you really look at the old aspect of what Dr. King said, poverty is the bride of crime. Wherever you see crime, poverty is very, very closely associated to it, and in the neck of the woods, sitting right up under your nose. Looking at the whole aspect of food insecurity, where in many cases, many of the men, especially who are occupying these streets and these corners, 75% of them are veterans who fought for this country, but their country's not fighting for them. And a lot of times we just see these people as castaways. When Matthew 25 gives us the whole aspect of the dictate of what it is what we're supposed to do. When I was hungry, did you feed me, is what Jesus said. When I was naked, did you clothe me? When I was thirsty, did you give me drink? When I was in prison, did you visit me? If you did it to the least of these, you did it unto me. The least, the last, the lost, the left out, the overlooked, the underserved, and the underrepresented is what I am obsessed about. Find what it is that you're obsessed about. I'm not talking about a person. I'm not talking about a pattern. I'm talking about the whole aspect of what it is that you can do. What is it that you've been called to do to make an impact for? Beyond just your lasting, enduring legacy, it's the fact that if I can help somebody as I travel along, then my living is not in vain. It's definitely not in vain when you become a member of our Eagles community. Because we're surely doing what it is that it takes to increase your impact, your influence, your ideas. Whenever you see me with my gear on, my Eagles gear on is on. And it is tonight. Once you join me in our Eagles community, we have a 7:30 p.m. session. Right after this session, I'm soaring out of here into our Eagles area on our Zoom, in our Zoom room. Go right now to theeaglesacademy.com, theeaglesacademy.com, theeaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the join out button, fill out the form. You will be transformed. There's no doubt about that. That's a guarantee. It's a guarantee. Get into a particular arena and environment where you're going to be transformed. The testimonies of transformation, the demonstration of how people have overcome particular obstacles, how they've grown in particular areas. You owe it to you to experience that type of transformation too. Be a part of my coaching, my teaching, my training, my mentoring, my mastermind sessions. You owe it to you to be a part of that. You can go right now to theeaglesacademy.com, theeaglesacademy.com, theeaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the join out button, fill out the form, be transformed. Family, I just want you to write the word SOAR in the chat, SOAR. Write that in the chat. As they're writing in the chat, the word SOAR, I want you to use that same word when you check out. There's a coupon code bar area. It's a coupon code area in the checkout region. I want you to put that word SOAR in there, and I'm giving you a hookup. I'm investing in you as you invest in yourself. Well, why isn't it free? Because here's the thing. Generally, people who receive something free or now able to enjoy something free, they don't really cherish it. They don't really honor it. They show up when they want to. But when you're putting your hard-earned money to say, listen, I'm investing in myself, I'm going to show up. And not only am I going to show up, I'm going to pay attention to the information that's being given, to the revelation of what it is that's being transmitted and disseminated, so that I can actually employ it and better my life as a result of it. You only honor what you invest in. And I want you to make an investment in yourself. TheEaglesAcademy.com, TheEaglesAcademy.com. When you get there, tap the join now button, fill out the form, be transformed. We're having a super conversation. Drop a super chat, drop a super sticker, drop some gifts. Conversations like this one right here is why you need to join the channel. Yeah, the In the Mix channel. How you watching In the Mix, but you're not a member of In the Mix? I got a problem with that. Let's fix that. Links in the chat, links in the description of this video for how and where to become a member of our In the Mix community. There it is. Tap that link. You'll see a window pop up with 3 options: VIP, Royalty, OQP. Choose one of those 3. And my gift to you is to give you access to our members only area. Membership has its privileges. The content that I provide, the videos that I provide, the intimate connection of what it is that I provide, with the partnering, the developing, to where I'm giving you the behind the scenes, up close and personal perspective. You're not going to get that anywhere else except in our members only area. Go ahead, be a part of that and join. Now, we're talking about increasing your impact, building capacity to serve and succeed. And you got to say, listen, I refuse to be robbed of my identity. I refuse to surrender over my sagacity and my self-esteem and my self-respect and my self-concept. I'm going to build capacity. I'm going to increase my impact based upon the podcast that I listen to, like this one right here. Yeah, go binge watch everything that's here. Content on content on content on content. I'm going to increase my impact by what it is that I'm reading. I'm going to increase my impact by who it is that I'm talking to. I'm going to increase my impact by who has my ear to listen. Who am I receptive to? Because whatever goes in is going to eventually come out. It's going to show out. Without a doubt. And I'm telling you, without a doubt, we're going to take a quick break. But after these messages, I will be right back. You know, I realize the extent of your development is connected to the extent of your investment. What I mean, invest little, develop little. But we're investing much into you as you invest in yourself by developing your purpose, developing your goals and your dreams and your ideals and your ideas, shifting you from ideas to income. Where does this all happen at? I'm so glad you asked. It takes place in our Eagles Academy. All you have to do is go right now to theeaglesacademy.com, tap the Join Now button, fill out the form, be transformed to shift your ideas into income, your contacts into contracts, really to grow your ideas, your impact, and your influence. You owe it to you to invest in you. And as a result of it, now you are able to be coached and mentored and be a part of our live trainings with yours truly. Yeah, with me, along with a host of other leaders and trendsetters and trailblazers and accountability partners. No one grows in a silo. The power of mentorship, it takes what I've learned in years and months and I give it to you in minutes. What I've learned in decades and I can give it to you in days. To be a part of our private Facebook group, to get guided feedback through our Eagle's Nest reflections, to get access to all of the content and all the live sessions and the trainings of business development, of financial stewardship, of the impact and empowerment that only takes place when you go right now to theeaglesacademy.com. Again, when you get there, tap the Join Now button, fill out the form, be transformed. But it doesn't just stop there. You want to develop your book? Then guess what? You are an aspiring author. You need to get my bestseller book, Blueprint. It's available right now. accessidentity.org/author. All of the insight of what it is that I have used to write 18 books and be a best-selling author. You owe it to you to get your hands on that. You also owe it to you to get my Successful Speaker Strategies download. I'm telling you, whatever you're building, you can build it better if you use better words. Let me show you how to develop your communication. There's an art to communication. Let me show you how to develop that. Go right now as well to accessidentity.org/speaker. And then I am blessed to pastor the Remnant Worshipers Church. I want you to be a part of the church that I am pastoring at right now. Is such a great thing of what it is that God has fashioned us to do. And it's taking place right here in the city of Detroit, 10 a.m. every Sunday, 6 p.m. we have prayer on Tuesdays, and then 7 p.m. on those same Tuesdays we have TNT Tuesdays. Truth and Transformation. It's amazing. You want to be a part of it. Go right now, trwchurch.org. And then I want to see your face in the place this Sunday at 20470 Hubble Street. I'm doing my best to save you a seat. Powerful prayer, praise, and a preached word. Can't wait to see your face and place at the Remnant Worshipers Church. Yes, y'all, and we don't stop. Come on, family. I need you to heed to these resources that you've heard. Let's get back to the word. We're right back to the word, and we are talking even now about increasing your impact. Family, just type impact, type impact, type impact. Come on, family, type impact. I'm talking about building capacity to serve and succeed. Jesus said, the greatest among us shall be your servant. Dr. King said, anybody can be great because everybody can serve. Service is not about how much money you have. Service is not about you making your noun and your verbs agree and your predicate and your adjectives and all these other specific things. It's not about you having more degrees than a thermometer. It's not about you being loquacious and bloviating and being intoxicated with the exuberance of your intellectual verbosity. It's not even about any of that. What it is about is that you have a heart to serve. Hard work is hard work. And hard work is hard work. Yeah. Hard work is hard work, and hard work is hard work. Are you willing to do it? Are you willing to labor? Are you willing, here it is, to answer the call that God has placed on your life? Are you willing to do it? It's not always fun. It's a lot of sacrifice. It's a lot of things that you have to sacrifice in regards to what you want to do, relationships, social life. But here's the thing. A lot of times we get into our own way because we don't allow God to have his way because we want to get in the way. Crippled by the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, the pride of life. Versus saying, my life is not my own. I'm not just living for me. God has a calling on your life. And here it is. No more excuses. It's time to execute. Well, I don't know if I'm qualified. I don't know if I have this degree. I don't know if I went to seminary and all this other stuff and This is that. You will always try to talk yourself out of what it is that God wants you to step into. God doesn't call necessarily just qualified people, but here it is. He simply qualifies those who he calls. So here's the thing. You got to realize this. If you're called, you're qualified. Come on, family. Type I'm qualified. I can't hide that I'm qualified. Come on, family. You wouldn't have so many haters coming up out of the woodwork if you wasn't qualified. Folks are trying to be mean to you because you won't be with them. You know you qualified. Come on. How they gonna be mean to you because you don't want to be with them? You know you qualified. Come on now. They still want to be around you. Knowing that they can't be with you. But they recognize the anointing that is on your life. And their life gets better. Simply because they're in proximity to you. Because God qualified you. And he called you. And so here it is. Your impact does not decrease. Your impact increases. Let them talk about you. Your impact don't decrease. It's going to still increase. Come on, they're going to talk about you whether, you in a Pinto or a Porsche. They're going to talk about you whether you got a whole lot or whether you ain't got nothing at all. They're going to talk about you whether you succeed or whether you fail. Come on. You might as well just let them keep on talking while you keep on living, while you keep impacting, while you keep succeeding, while you keep serving, while you keep increasing. Yeah, this is what you got to say. I'm going to keep on keeping on. Yes. Because those chatty patties, those micro mini mouths. I remember that micro mini machine guy. Just talking a mile a minute. That's how some people are. They don't never do nothing. They just talk about everybody. All of that is giving you free publicity. Because here's the thing. The people that you're talking about, and you're talking about them to somebody else, people say, really, they that bad? Let me Google them. Oh, they got this out. They got some music out. They got a book out. They got a apparel line out. They got some skincare products out. Let me check it out. They got a footwear line. Let me get in line. Why? Because you have aligned with your purpose. Here's what it is. You're in alignment with your divine assignment. Can't nobody stop you unless you allow them to. Got to increase your impact. Got to increase your ideas. Got to increase your influence. Got to be around those individuals who increase you. Here it is. If you hang around 9 broke folk, I guarantee you're going to be the 10th one. And I'm not talking about money. Yeah, that could eventually be a side effect. Financial instability. But I'm talking about being brokenhearted. I'm talking about being broken mentally. I'm talking about being broken spiritually. I'm talking about being broken and so shattered that you don't even recognize your own identity. I'm talking about being so broken that you don't even build capacity. To where your life is infected, but it's not impacted. Come on, it's either one or the other. It's a fine line. Your life is either going to be infected by the issues of life, by the vicissitudinous trials of life. Your life is literally going to be infected by what people say to you and about you and how you've allowed people's opinions to become your prison. Your life will be infected by what mama didn't do and daddy and them didn't do and how somebody you thought would heal you and help you wound up hurting you and harming you. Your life is going to either be infected or it's going to be impacted. Impacted by the word of God. Impacted by you rehearsing and confirming and affirming that you're the head, not the tail, above and not beneath, that nay, in all these things, you're more than a conqueror. Is your life going to be impacted by that? Because when it is impacted by that, here's what happens now. You can impact the lives of other people. Simply because your primary initial aspect is not to be served, it's to serve. It's to solve a problem. It's to be the solution to an issue, a solution to a problem, to a solution to someone who's struggling. That is what it is about. It's about making an impact. It's about being so mad. Yeah, so mad to where you say, listen, I'm going to use the word mad to not just be angry, but to have righteous indignation to say, I'm making a difference. Yeah, I'm mad enough to make a difference. Day by day. Making it happen. Moving forward by any means necessary. Why? Because you cannot despise the day of small beginnings. You over here so frustrated and in a tizzy and in a frenzy simply because you're trying to compete with folks who don't even know you exist. You're hating on who you need to be learning from. Until you get your mindset out of misery, until you get your mindset out of the place of don't nobody love me, don't nobody like me, don't nobody value me. And you know why nobody does? Because you keep saying it. Change your confession and you'll change your possession. Your words create your world. What you speak into the atmosphere will appear. Your future or your funeral is on the tip of your tongue. Death and life is in the power of the tongue. Come on now. Watch your mouth so you don't cancel out your miracle. Get it together by building capacity to serve and succeed. And ultimately, your impact, your ideas, and your influence will increase. Why? Because God has given you the mind of Christ to make you 10 times smarter than all of your peers. Scripture says, and Jesus grew and waxed strong in wisdom, and the grace of God was upon him. Favor followed him and guided his footsteps. And if you're connected to him, the same will happen for you too. It'll happen for you too. That's what it's about. Simply because you have become so allergic to average. You're not moving in a place of excuses. Now you're walking diligently by faith on the pathway to execution. Family, this is a great place to sow. Yeah, I want you to sow where you grow. This is where you grow. So I want you to sow. This is where you soar. So I want you to sow as well. You can do that. We've been having a super conversation. You can drop a super chat, super sticker. I would appreciate it. Super chat, super sticker. Link is in the chat. Link is in the description of this video for how and where to give. Got a new Cash App, family. We phased out my previous Cash App, and my new Cash App is $ Dr. Eddie Ministries. Dr. Eddie, EDDIE Ministries. So send a love gift there. Cash App $ Dr. Eddie Ministries. Of course, PayPal, Zelle, EddieConnorJr @gmail.com. I thank you in advance for your seed that you're sowing, and I'm joining my faith with yours that God does 30, 60, 100 fold. That the hand of the destroyer is broken off of your life. That greatness flows through your DNA. That you now have all of the resources that God wants you to have. Debt is canceled. And deliverance is your portion. Family, I hope you've been blessed by this word. Conversations like this one right here. It's why you need to join the channel. Get yourself a membership badge to In the Mix. Links in the chat. Link is in the description of this video. As you click that link, you'll see 3 options there. Choose one of those 3. My gift to you is to give you access to our members only area with videos and content and conversation that I know is going to be a blessing to you. Thank you for the Cash App. Thank you for the super chat, the super stickers. I appreciate the PayPal and the Zelles as well. Thank you so much for supporting our show, because your gifts help to further the show from neighborhoods to nations, cities to communities. You really help us to spread the word and the positive, powerful message that empowers so many people locally, nationally, and globally. I thank you for helping us to do that. If you're not a member of our Eagles community, yeah, we're getting ready to take flight tonight. Whenever you see my Eagles gear on, it is on. Of course, we're taking flight tonight into our Eagles Academy community session. It's going to be an amazing session tonight. You owe it to you to be a part of it. Go to theeaglesacademy.com, theeaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the Join Now button. Fill out the form. I guarantee that you will be transformed. I'd love to see your face in the space and in the place. Again, theeaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the Join Now button. Fill out the form. I guarantee you're going to be transformed. And then there's a coupon code there. I didn't forget about you. Put in the word SOAR. SOAR. Family, just type that word SOAR. SOAR. Put in the word SOAR at checkout. And I'm going to, give you access into our Eagles Academy community. Family, was this an empowering session to you today? Increasing your impact, building capacity to serve and succeed? Let me know. Let me know. That's for sure. Let me know that it resonated with you. Because in the mix is out of time. But I'm not out of truth. And so I want to thank you for rocking with me. I want to thank you for riding with me. I really do want to thank you for rolling with me. Why? Because that's just how we roll. And we roll together each and every single weekday, Monday through Friday for In the Mix. And we mix it up right here on the YouTube side. Hit that thumbs up button, family. Hit that thumbs up button. Like, comment, share, subscribe, especially the share. Come on now. You know somebody needs this. Don't be selfish. Share this word with somebody. Your timeline could be someone's lifeline. Be an electronic evangelist. I need you to be a digital disciple and share this with somebody. Of course, sincere salute to all of you who are watching us on our satellite stations, sister satellite stations on social media. Just got a question for you. Are you my friend? Are we locked in? Step this way, step that way. Which way? By friending me and following me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok. We don't stop at EddieConnorJr. Come on, family. Put some respect on my name. EddieConnorJr. Y'all keep showing love. I'm going to keep showing up. And I want you to show up. Yes. This coming Sunday to the Remnant Worshipers Ministry. Join us at our church for our amazing service this coming Sunday, 10 o'clock a.m. 10 o'clock a.m. at the Remnant Worshipers Church. Now you say, well, where? I'm so glad that you asked. Address is 20470 Hubble Street in the city of Detroit, 8 Mile and Hubble, 20470 Hubble Street. We're doing our best to save you a seat. Yes, I'm grateful to serve there as the pastor of the church. And we have a high time of word and worship, powerful praise, preach word and prayer. We go there each and every single Sunday, 10 o'clock a.m. Prayer at 6 p.m. on Tuesdays, Bible study right at 7 p.m. trwchurch.org to check us out and receive more information. If I can help you, if I can serve you in any way, don't hesitate. Please reach out to me. I've got a plethora of books out there, 18 books to be exact. They're on Amazon. They're on theeaglesacademy.com/books. You owe it to you to get the rich wisdom and to absorb it into your mind. It's going to develop you into a greater and a more expansive individual. 18 books on Amazon. Go get those. theeaglesacademy.com/books. If you're looking for a dynamic speaker, why would you look any further? You know that I'm the man for the job. So invite me to speak at your church, your conference, your community center, your school, your graduation, your session. Let's make some progression. All you have to do is email me to invite me, info@eddieconnor.com. And it would be an honor for me to empower you. Yours truly, Dr. Eddie, your main man, 100 grand. Yo, brother. And I mean that. From another mother. Family, it's been fun, but you know, brother, gotta run. So I want you to know it's been a privilege and a pleasure, a treat and a treasure, a joy. Yes, it has been beyond measure, but I want you, yes, you, come on, I'm talking to you now, to remember to keep the faith and believe it's going to be bigger, better, brighter, peace, and a whole lot of love. Keep soaring higher. You know, I realize the extent of your development is connected to the extent of your investment. What I mean, invest little, develop little. But we're investing much into you as you invest in yourself by developing your purpose, developing your goals and your dreams and your ideals and your ideas, shifting you from ideas to income. Where does this all happen at? I'm so glad you asked. It takes place in our Eagles Academy. All you have to do is go right now to theeaglesacademy.com, tap the Join Now button, fill out the form, be transformed. to shift your ideas into income, your contacts into contracts, really to grow your ideas, your impact, and your influence. You owe it to you to invest in you. And as a result of it, now you are able to be coached and mentored and be a part of our live trainings with yours truly. Yeah, with me, along with a host of other leaders and trendsetters and trailblazers and accountability partners. No one grows in a silo. The power of mentorship, it takes what I've learned in years and months and I give it to you in minutes. What I've learned in decades and I can give it to you in days. To be a part of our private Facebook group, to get guided feedback through our Eagle's Nest reflections, to get access to all of the content and all the live sessions and the trainings of business development, of financial stewardship, of the impact and empowerment that only takes place when you go right now to the eaglesacademy.com. Again, when you get there, tap the join now button, fill out the form, be transformed. But it doesn't just stop there. You want to develop your book? Then guess what? You are an aspiring author. You need to get my bestseller book blueprint. It's available right now. accessidentity.org/author. All of the insight of what it is that I have used to write 18 books and be a best-selling author. You owe it to you to get your hands on that. You also owe it to you to get my Successful Speaker Strategies download. I'm telling you, whatever you're building, you can build it better if you use better words. Let me show you how to develop your communication. There's an art to communication. Let me show you how to develop that. Go right now as well to accessidentity.org/speaker. And then I am blessed to pastor the Remnant Worshipers Church. I want you to be a part of the church that I am pastoring at right now. Is such a great thing of what it is that God has fashioned us to do. And it's taking place right here in the city of Detroit, 10 a.m. every Sunday, 6 p.m. we have prayer on Tuesdays, and then 7 p.m. on those same Tuesdays, we have TNT Tuesdays, Truth and Transformation. It's amazing. You want to be a part of it. Go right now, trwchurch.org. And then I want to see your face in the place this Sunday at 20470 Hubble Street. I'm doing my best to save you a seat. Powerful prayer, praise, and a preach word. Can't wait to see your face in place at the Remnant Worshipers Church.